Eastside, wavy. They ain't fucking with me. 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 Poppin' mama knew I be the new thing. Keep complaining, you gon' need a roof later. How the old school bring in new grades. How that old water bring in new waves. New 40 aiming at your brain waves, cause I gotta maintain. They ain't fucking with me. Thick mama, she gon' be my new flame. We gon' be on Blu-ray. Ain't nothing to me. Had to throw that back. Show 'em I'm a hero, now I'm on that map. Difference between us, I'ma show that gap. Put me in the 80s, I'ma move that crack. Wavy. Top dollar DMV daily. Crystals make your bitch go crazy. High roller know they gon' pay me, cause I'm Eastside, wavy. They ain't fucking with me. 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 They ain't fucking with me. They ain't fucking with me. Eastside, wavy. Eastside, wavy. Eastside, wavy. Eastside, they ain't fucking with me. Pick it up, ayy. Eastside, wavy. Eastside, wavy. Eastside, yeah. Eastside, yeah. Eastside, Bravo, yeah. They ain't fucking with me. Yeah. They ain't fucking with me.
Hey, at this point we need sponsors.
Turn that logo around. Like,
At this point we need sponsors, bro. I'm at the fuck out of Wendy's after this joint.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like look who we had on, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a great on.
That's
You
not
know
a
what I'm
bad
saying?
idea.
We should be censoring these logos,
Just
honestly.
randomly do commercials for like Hennessy and shit.
Yeah, type
And
shit.
it's like his fans didn't know if it was official or not, but like Hennessy ended up, hitting them back.
Yeah, I feel like they do a lot of I don't think Hennessy necessarily, but like a lot of like alcohol joints. Like they do like small scale events and shit like that.
Exactly.
Like it's not hard to get. And shit.
every time there's like a sponsored festival in your city, it's usually Henny or Red Bull or like Douce out there.
Definitely Red Bull.
Yeah,
For
nah,
sure.
that's how I think that was
Red Bull's
Red
getting into
everywhere.
dancing a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of dancing events, like Memphis jugging events, and like
Okay.
a lot of versus events. Yeah, that's what they. My man just toured on a Memphis jugging tour. Was sponsored
shit.
by Red Bull. Yeah,
Huh? That's because they're doing like
it's like a play.
they're doing like the like extreme sports and shit, like motocross, like all that kind of good shit.
Bro,
too.
I seen a Spike Ball commercial the other day.
Oh, word. Spike ball?
Spike Ball.
Hell yeah, dude.
On the main, I mean, it was during the summer league game, but the main ESPN that joint was on ESPN HD.
Oh man, no, I
I know
could.
who's been sponsoring a lot of shit. Blue Chew.
Man,
Nah, yeah, I need, bruh. We have a podcast. It's only right we need a Blue Chew sponsorship, bro.
are you kidding me?
Not that I need it or anything.
I'm not gonna lie. If we had a Blue Chew sponsor and we started like selling a bunch of pills, it'd be an indication of a serious problem. Like with the audience of this pod.
Yeah.
Like, damn, y'all
Yeah,
niggas in your
facts.
20s. Fuck going on out there?
Bro, I tried it one time. Yeah,
Where do you get this shit from?
BlueChew.com.
Right.
Yeah, man. Nah, because what's it called? 'Cause I listen to a lot of podcasts, so it's like you get like half off for
about to say,
orders
did
and
you-
shit like that. So like, yeah, I got like $20. Like, let's try it. You know what I mean?
Did you use Tim Dillon's offer code?
I forgot which one I used. Either that one or Come Town.
Really?
It was
You
one
got
of
a
the
lighter?
I need a lighter. Anybody got a lighter?
Damn,
That's
no one
insane. We
has a
don't have a
lighter.
lighter in here.
Nobody got a lighter?
That's insanity.
Is there like a 7-Eleven nearby?
What kind of studio is this?
it's
No,
like,
hang on,
it's
hang
like
on.
right down the road.
Like walking or driving?
Driving. It'll take like 2
We'll,
minutes.
we'll,
driving.
we'll go across the hall. I'll go across the hall real quick.
Oh, go.
Is that Sam in there though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, go. It's our space. It's our space, man. No, I'm saying like if it's Sam, it's cool. Like I don't know if it's someone else. And Sam, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I was like,
Sam, is it okay?
Samuel. May I? No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
He said, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't know. Sam low-key might be that kind of guy. I don't know. Nah, Sam's cool. He's cool as shit. But like, I don't know. If he got like a modicum of power, he might like.
I've never seen any of the men in that room in my life.
That's what I said. Like.
Lighter though.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. But we got a lighter. We also got Marc Bravo in this bitch.
Yeah, man.
Man. owner, provider of the Creative House.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, man. They're recording with the lights on? It's jarring. Yeah, like shit. Yeah, we started turning these lights off because it looked like office-y. Yeah. It's probably better lighting though. That's the thing, but
yeah,
it's Natick. It's supposed to be dim lighting. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. That makes sense too. Yeah. Really, the lighting's everything, bro. Everything. That shit makes or breaks it sometimes.
100%, man. 100%. But Marc Bravo, we just did a show with you, man. Thank you so much for coming out.
No problem, man.
That really meant a lot, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it went well. It went hard. You know what I'm
saying? It went wet.
Yeah, because fucking
inconclusive.
Yeah, it was wet.
Yeah,
wet the
definitely.
Whole
if this was boxing, there would be a no contest.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, type shit, man.
Niggas did not make weight, got disqualified. We cannot count that as a championship fight.
We still fought though. Still won.
Still fought.
Yeah, we made the most out of it. That was my thing, was to get on stage and make sure this is a show.
Yeah,
no matter
that's
how.
That's when I knew you was a professional. That's when you was a professional, and that's why I knew everybody in that room was a professional. So I'm happy with that.
Oh,
a lot of niggas will see that and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go up there and do my songs and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you made it a show. It was funny because I was coming out. I think I was coming out the bathroom or something like that, or like I went in and out or whatever, and like when I came back in, like you had these niggas in a circle. You know what I'm saying? You were sitting on the stage and shit like that. I was like, oh. Shit,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? This is a performance and shit like that. Everyone did really well performing, but like, yours was kind of special, man.
Thank you. When I got in there, I was figuring out, all right, where the fuck am I going to perform? Yeah. Can I cuss on this?
Yeah, fuck it.
Cool. All right, cool. Just making sure.
I'm like the J, man.
Just making sure. Like the J, but no cuss words where we draw the line.
I'm like, hey, let's keep it wholesome.
Just put a little black ball by his mouth.
So yeah, I was trying to figure out where I was going to perform because I'm like, where's the stage?
And because it's set up weird. Because
like
where the stage is, or like kind of where the raised platform is where the seats and shit are.
There's no seats near it. The seats are facing the DJ booth.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, all right, how am I going to construct this to where I feel like I'm performing for a crowd? And really been working on my confidence and crowd control. That's my main thing right now as we get towards my big headline show that's in September. So,
nice. Where's that joint at?
It's going to be at Pie Shop. I can't announce the names yet, but it's going to be my biggest show.
I've heard of Pie Shop. Yeah, they sell pie.
Yeah, they sell pies downstairs. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so
I'm gonna give me one,
that's going to be like my biggest show. So yeah, I wanted to work on my crowd control, and when I was able to like bring everyone around, that's when I knew I have everyone in my hands, and then from there it was over. It was a wrap.
It was a rapski, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
For someone who enjoys performing as much as you do,
or it looks like you do. You know, it definitely looks like you do.
I would say, if you hate performing, you're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
This is a fucking paycheck. My real passion is sewing.
But for somebody like you who enjoys it so much, is a big show for you, is it more, it's more about the venue, the size? Because it seems like you just be somebody who would, like, volume of performances would be important. Like, I just like to be out there type of thing.
Yeah.
Tell me what makes this show for you bigger.
I really like really intimate crowds, as long as they're as long as they're interactive with me. Like if they're interactive with me, I really don't care how big the crowd is. And once I get past my imposter syndrome,
you got a little bit of imposter syndrome.
Oh, I have it, all the time with everything I do. It just feels weird, like I'm just me,
like,
but
no,
like I'm
a
doing
fraud.
This, right?
I'm a fraud.
Yeah, but like now that I'm
sort of. Yeah, I sort of got it too. Then
for sure.
Like, even though I'm not like anything.
You see, that's it right there.
Is it?
That's it right there.
I exposed my sickness.
Yeah, that's it though.
That's
yeah,
literally it right there. I have to bully him into confidence sometimes. It's very.
But you need him though.
Yeah,
my brother did that to me my whole life. I'm like, whenever. See, that's it. Yeah. Whenever I was growing up, my brother, I would be like, if this happens, and he'd like stop me every time when it happens.
Yeah, when it happens. Exactly.
Like he would literally
there's no more ifs.
Me into the confidence too. And the more I realize where I'm at, the more everyone's gonna feel me, because I keep proving myself to myself time and time again. Man. So eventually, I'm gonna have to realize I belong.
I'm saying, see, and time and time again, we prove that bullying works.
Bullying does work. Until we come up with an actual alternative for it, we can't just say stop it.
It's got to be like, it would be good if everybody knew it's like, okay, that's not the kid right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? The kid that's like, that's not him.
Yeah, it's like, not. Leave him alone. Huh?
Right.
The guy that's like, I dunked a basketball the other day, but I'm not going to do it here now because, you know what I'm saying? Like that kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That kid needs to be bullied. Hey, don't say these things.
A cried wolf kind of kid.
Yeah.
His lies, yeah. No, dude, I was a liar. When I was a kid, oh, yeah.
I was
not like dunking and shit like that, or like I can do this, and this, but like it was more just like random shit. Like I was like, oh, bro, you know I'm from Hawaii? You know what I'm saying? Just random lies. You know what I'm saying? This meaningless lies and shit like that.
Just say anything.
My favorite one was what's it called? The steel plate in my head. Mm-hmm. I used to like do a thing where I like break pencils on my head because the pencils like you can snap it easily. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, dink. This random. People were like,
act like it was the craziest thing in the
it's
world.
the craziest thing in the world because other kids couldn't do it. I was like, oh, it's just because I have a steel plate in my head. You know, no big deal.
I used to bully bullies. That used to be my favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah. Were you like a bigger kid? Like
no, I was very small, but I was like that kid that actually had a black belt.
Oh, okay.
And like that actually could box Shotokan.
Oh shit.
Yep. So I used to not like bullies, so I would find it fun to like do to them what they do to other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, people never really mess with me.
It's satisfying. That's the thing.
It's very satisfying.
It's like I stuck up for somebody.
Instant karma. Yep, exactly.
I feel that,
So
bro.
I'm like, yeah, we're gonna slap box every day
until you leave them alone.
Exactly.
You will not do your homework, sir.
Change a lot of bullies and turn them straight. Scare them straight.
Scare them straight, bro.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, bro. Where'd you grow up, man?
I grew up in Bowie, Maryland.
Bowie.
I was born in North Carolina, lived in Detroit for a year, and then at like the age of 5, I moved to Bowie, Maryland.
Okay.
Lived in some of the blackest places. Tell us about that.
For sure. I didn't really get around white people until my 12th grade year of high school.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I hear about stuff like that though, like kids in like the South, like in like Florida's like, oh, I never met an Asian kid until like I was an adult, you know, or something like that. So that's interesting with white people, you know.
Right? Yeah,
It must have been a great life.
It was, but then when I have to get out there and mingle with them, it's a different language. It's different social cues. I didn't know how to really communicate with white people.
Yeah, because it's like you said, it's like random little social shits, like idiosyncrasies you just don't think of.
Exactly.
You know
the
brothers are
the
just
jokes.
like, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the sense of humor.
You kind of know.
Right. Yeah, you'll just know. And this is like, that was something I struggled with for sure. But I'm glad I went to all white school my senior year for basketball on a scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And it definitely opened my mind up to how useful we could be for each other in terms of since they've, not to get deep, but since they've had a 300 year head start, it's a lot you can learn from them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one of those things, bro. It's just like you learn from maybe not your enemy necessarily. We don't want to say that, but like, yeah, just learn from the people that been doing it for a while. Take it back. You know what I'm saying? Take the knowledge back, and it's like, just flourish.
Yeah, figure out how you can use it for yourself. That's it.
And their knowledge was stolen from us.
The way I do it is always like, I look at the thing, I'll be like, okay, this makes a lot of money. Why? Where does the money come from? And then, okay, how are they able to capture this much in the market? Using what tool? Do they own the venues? I mean, obviously in the music, it's just like they own all the rights and they're not letting go of them shits.
Right.
But,
like you're Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But like when you scale
insane
down.
businessman. Like he was a bad man.
Hell yeah.
I think he bought like
Beatles.
Eminem's catalog. He bought the Beatles catalog, and like after Paul McCartney told him to, basically. And like I remember he bought Eminem's like, I don't think his whole catalog, but like his biggest hits, just because he pissed him off.
I watched a documentary of Michael Jackson in the mall, and they cleared out the whole mall for him. Everybody's going crazy, and he's walking through like that one. That two of those, like he's not even thinking twice about it. Like
no,
not
he doesn't have to.
Yeah, he just like, I want one of those. I need that. Like I'm just like, yo, that's crazy.
And he's one of those like kind of mysterious esque figures. Like how like old money people, you don't really know like how much money they had. Michael Jackson's kind of like that because it seems like I don't think he was a billionaire, but I don't think he was far off.
The thing is like
I think he might have billionaire value for sure.
Yeah, I think his whole property might have been $1 billion, but like
you look at some of those assets and you attach Michael Jackson's name to it, what you would get for if you sold that, all of that combined, you'd probably have $1 billion.
Yeah,
probably,
definitely $1 billion in value. I think a little bit more.
Most likely.
Or it's like, what if somebody was like, hey, I'll sell you the rights to make a royalty off of all Not the music, but like all of the Michael Jackson action figures that ever get sold ever.
They're Michael Jackson action figures?
Oh yeah,
Come on.
there definitely.
I mean, there
is.
has to be, right?
Right, there's definitely Michael Jackson.
Even
action
somebody who was
figures.
like, hey, 30 years of this, you'd be like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck yeah. Whatever the price is, you'd probably pay it.
Most likely, yeah. Most likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mark, this is our first time interacting with each other. Well, not the first time, obviously, but like us getting to know each other. So like, take us back to like your villain origin story. You know what I'm saying? It's like you grew up in a few different places, but mostly in Maryland. Just tell us how you grew up.
So me living in those different places as a kid definitely gave me a different perspective. So when I moved here, it's only like one culture because everyone that I went to elementary school with and middle school, they were all from here. I always just felt out of place.
Right, like
But-
the new kid.
Right,
Yeah,
but not even the new kid. I just felt different. I don't know, and I knew I had value though. Like I knew I was of value. Wasn't lesser than anyone, but I just always just felt like everyone was just moved so weird. Like they were just.
Yeah, were you like
I felt the need to
hyper-observant kid?
prove them. Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
yeah, that makes sense.
And if it's like everyone just felt such a need to prove themselves. Where like I'm from the South. And that's just not what goes on.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
everyone like picks this facade of themselves, and they would go to school as that person. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
just,
they look themselves in the mirror and get hyped, like in Boogie Nights. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Fucking stab.
like liquor courage, but as a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would like talk to people on one-on-one. They would be so cool, but around other people, they would like be this weird person
Something
that
else,
like
yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just that shit was so weird to me.
It's like, hey, why are you always like super nice to me when no one else is around?
Exactly. It was that. So, just me growing up and changing schools a lot, I got to see a lot of different cultures and understand how to mesh with a lot of people. So it was weird coming up, but as I got into high school, I started to figure it out and figure myself out. And by the time I was in college, I ended up becoming the biggest artist on my campus in college. And even in high school, I dropped a mixtape where, and this is at the all-white school, and this is when I realized how important white people are in terms of fans. I had them lined up, and I had came from all-black school 3 years before. People showed me support, but like they were lined up for me to sign CD. They set up a table for me.
Fuck yeah.
Everything. I walk in school with all these CDs, and they knew I was going to bring them, so they had set up a table for me, and I had literally like 40 students lined up for me to autograph their stuff.
In high school.
In high school.
Yeah,
and I performed for them in the gym that day because this is like right before like we're about to graduate.
Okay, right.
Yep.
right,
So I
yeah.
performed for everybody in the gym my senior year, and I was like, okay, I'm
the shit.
I'm him.
I'm making some motion, right? Exactly. And I'm like, nah, I can't be him yet though. And as I keep
close.
yeah, and I keep going through school and keep proving myself. Like I sold out a whole album release party in college.
Awesome.
Which was insane. I didn't even know half of the people in there. Like they just wanted to come and support me. And I opened up an online thrift store. So I started like, I went to Eastern Shore. It wasn't places to get cool clothes.
Right.
So people would just go on my site, pick something, and then just like call my number, and I would link up and give them the thrift piece for however much money.
Okay,
so I
cool.
started to get known for having an online thrift store in college. That's how I made my extra money. So it was from that, and then my music. By the time I was the biggest artist on campus, by the time I graduated, and when I came home, I decided, let me implement the same things I did in college now back home because I went away for a while and people wanted to see what I was doing. So I came back and brought it back, and everything skyrocketed. I got signed and created my own TV show, and yeah, sky's the limit.
I know we're gonna get there. I don't want to rush into it
For sure.
So let me ask this first. You said sort of the things you did.
The mic a little closer to you.
You said like sort of the things you did in college. Was it the fact that you were always branching out into a new venture, or was it another specific set of things you did?
Yes, I would street perform on college, so people would walk by and they would just have to see me.
Like you had the guitar case open.
Yeah, I would street perform on college. I would do small intimate shows on college. I would throw parties. We would be the ones. I lived in a place where it was 4 other people, where we would throw all the parties on campus. So I was just known in terms of that, and as well as I was the only person on campus who like practiced poly. So I got known for that as well, for like being the kid who had threesomes and shit on campus.
Nice.
I wasn't doing it for that. Yeah, I was doing it for the recognition, but like,
though. That's the thing. It wasn't
the name
even a
of the
thing where you were.
episode?
It was like a political thing or anything like that. It was just like, nah, he just gets ass, dude.
yeah, it just would happen. And I appreciate all the memories and experiences I had in school, but like all those different factors of me just being myself. And even my college professors loved me because I failed everything in college.
You're busy shit. You know
but they would see how busy I was, how much drive I had, and I would sit up front and I would be the only one talking throughout the class.
Right.
So I would be the only one actually trying to understand the concepts, whereas when it comes to the test, really everyone was just cheating but me.
Yeah, it's just like,
so
bro, give
we
me
were
the answer,
all
bro.
failing, but everyone was passing but me. So they showed me respect because they knew he's the only one actually paying attention in class. So they would pass me. So like it was just all those factors coming together is really what led to me being like a notable person on campus.
Yeah, and you definitely have that like personality. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're very like positive and like bubbly almost.
Thank
you. Know what I'm
you.
saying? Like that. I think that definitely like has helped you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I remember teachers didn't like me a lot. They didn't dislike. I didn't try. That's the thing. I was different. I didn't give a fuck because they knew I was smart. They knew I understood the. I was like, I'm just not gonna do this homework. I don't do this essay shit very. Like I'm gonna write one draft and that's it because they wanted you to do a rough draft,
3 drafts,
like
yeah.
3 drafts. Yeah, right. I'm just like I'm gonna do one. It's gonna be better than everybody else's and. We're gonna be cool, right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. There's like, I like you, but we want you to be in the system.
Harder.
Yeah, we need you to be a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
It's our job to tell you to buy in.
yeah, exactly. And it's funny. I remember Mr. Cooper told me that one time.
It's his job to tell you to buy in.
Nah. What's it called? He told me one time. It was like I was just asleep, and it was like African American history. So I feel bad about it now. I'm just like, I could have learned a lot from Mr. Cooper.
Right.
And I was like, I was asleep. I was a senior year, and shit. I was not giving a fuck. And he just wake me up, pull me out of class. It's like, man, you're really smart, bro. Like you just gotta buy into what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? And like you can really help us accomplish what we need to accomplish. I'm just like, I didn't understand at the time. I was like, who is we? What are you talking about?
Right.
Buy into
Exactly.
Yeah, like move.
I've already bought into college. That's
it's
my
like
whole point.
I'm saying there's 10 minutes left in class. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm
We
saying?
had that's interesting you bring that up. My African American history teacher in college was white. Like on How High.
We had a guy.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
was a white woman, right?
We had a guy like that in college. I didn't fully take his class, but I was around for a little bit.
Yeah, she was white. Her name was Catherine Barron Gaines. I'll never forget her. And everyone
sounds
just
like a black
walked
name.
in. Yeah, Catherine Barron Gaines. Everyone would walk in and just dismiss her as soon as they saw her.
Oh, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What
it's
we
like
doing?
all that coming in fucking kente cloth and shit. It's like,
bro, she lived in Ghana for 15 years. She was married to like a Ghanaian. Is that how you say it? Ghanaian? Ghananese? Ghanaian. Cool. A Ghanaian musician who was fire. And it was interesting because you never get black history from a white perspective. So I found
from
that
the winner's perspective.
So I found it interesting though. And I used to always pay attention to that class. So I just thought it was something funny to mention though, because yeah, she was definitely white. But I learned the most black history from her than anyone else in my life.
Yeah, because history, like, it's history. You
It's
know what I'm
history,
saying?
right.
You can learn it and spew it. You know,
You either know it or you don't.
basically, yeah. So, like, people, if you know the history and you're a college professor, I will listen. You know?
Yeah, the optics are like funny, but
Yeah, the optics are funny, but like the information's the same information. Like
Exactly.
she read the same Garvey book probably that you are going to.
And everybody
you know what I'm
else,
saying?
yeah. And they would just like write her off like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But like really they didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, it's
so
like, I can tell you years of shit. You know, so I can tell you like what specific.
like she's
games
lived there
happened.
in Africa.
Right,
So
what I'm
like,
talking
yeah, shit's crazy.
It was the same thing with the guy in our school. Like he was married to the Ivory Coast. He had like lived over there.
Exactly.
She was also an academic. They had like a website. They would just publish everything about Africa.
All the time, yeah.
It was just
can't describe like you know,
Right,
the information is information.
every single author for him was a black African. Everything like it was a very interesting thing.
Bro,
Yeah,
I was
definitely interesting.
I was there for like 3 weeks though.
There's a really funny episode of Good Times, and it's just like I forget how they meet these white people, but they show up to their house and shit like that, and they're like,
That's how they meet him.
they super fetishize like black people and African history and shit like that. So they're just like this hilariously nice to them. You know what I'm saying? This nigga walked up to like Michael, the youngest, and shit like that. And just like, look at his bone structure. It's perfect. Look how his nostrils flare. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember that line so clearly. Like after like being a kid, I was like, that's such a weird fucking thing to say about a person.
The
Right,
fact that y'all
look at
didn't
those
ask him to
nostrils
leave.
flare.
Yeah,
Man,
God, James wasn't around. I think it was latter seasons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think James was around.
Oh yeah, it's all types of funny style stuff. But now, without further ado, Creative House. Tell
Yes,
us
sir.
if we were in, let's say, an elevator of like a really high building. Like let's say it's a building, it goes up fucking 50 floors. I don't know. And we both get into the elevator. We both go into the 50th floor. Tell me about Creative House as we go up in this kind of slow elevator, but still elevator.
Okay, so I'd say, level 1 around their part is I had a performance. Ooh, we got to start back in Atlanta, Relia. So, Relia in 2020, fall time.
The year.
Yeah, 2020 fall time. She had a show. This might have been 2019 or 2020. I don't know. 2020? Cool. So she had a show opening up for Shelly the MC in Atlanta. And she asked me, because she had just recently interviewed me, if I want to go. And she was going to bring her friend Yada. Yada's a cameraman who ended up filming Creative House. I didn't know who he was then, though. He just filmed her music videos, and I thought they were dope. So we go all the way to Atlanta, and we have a great time. We come back. Now I have 2 new friends. He shot our music videos there. So I have Relia and I have Yada. And about January, I got invited to do a show with DJ Bree Mafia and Trilla K. Yep, DJ Bree Mafia and Trilla K.
They're always they're both like together a lot, or like they're always like very, you know what I'm saying, like parallel. Yeah,
it's like Batman and Batman.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, they're dope. Yeah, 'cause they're both dope.
Yeah, so they invited me to do a show in their basement. They used to do shows in their basement like once a month, and they wanted me to be the headliner for their show in the basement. I'm like, okay, I like this. I hear a lot about y'all. I want to meet y'all. So I pull up, and it's in a house, and every room in the house is a bedroom.
Nice.
Living room, kitchen, everything is a bedroom. There's a bed in there.
Like,
and I was just like, what I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like everyone in there's a creative, like Status Selecta lived in there, Sir EU was in there. It was a few like heavy hitter names from the DMV.
Like
So they all lived in that crib. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna be working next week actually. And I'm like, I sit upstairs after performing, I kill the show, and I'm just sitting there like, what happens in a house like this on day to day? And I'm just wondering, like, if somebody could film this shit, it'd be dope, because I would watch it. And a week later, as that thought just sat with me, I was just like, I am now signed. I've been doing music for 10 years. I know about 4 different videographers, about 5 different photographers.
Who you signed to?
AMG, Alta Music Group. Yep. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yep. So, and they're originally from out of Rockville. Hell yeah. But I have all these resources. I got what'd you say?
That's a hometown hero.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got makeup artists. I got chefs. I got everything. I'm like, I can do something like this.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking on Airbnb, and I found the perfect property. Did not cost me too much, and we rented for 3 days, and I let her know what we're trying to do. And she was iffy about it because she's, 20 niggas in her house, white woman. She's out, lives in the boonies. So.
You're going to shoot a show. Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
You're not going to shoot the house, are you? Just kidding. But seriously, no guns in the house, please.
For real, bro. So she was a little iffy, but she ended up letting us do it. And it was... I do social media for a transportation company, and that month I was like, don't pay me. I just need a favor from y'all. Can y'all bring all these artists to this house and take them back on the Monday? And they was like, yeah, that works fine with me, because I saved some money.
Not paying? Great.
Right. He was like, yeah, that's less than what I would have been giving you, so it's all good. So he did it for me, and we ended up being able to have the show done. I had the idea in January, and the show, we filmed it on April 9th through April 12th.
Nice, man.
Took us about a year to edit it. And because that year, so we thought we were going to film it and drop it in June.
Yeah.
7 episodes. Impossible. I sent episode 1 to my manager, and he was just like, what the fuck is this? Y'all rushed it. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And he told that to us like 7 to 8 times.
Damn.
And just said
what
no.
What do you mean rush? Like the editing wasn't good?
He was just like, I would stop watching this after 5 minutes.
Oh.
It's a good idea. He knows everything. He knows I'm doing a good idea, but he's all about execution for me. Like, and I know my perspective, sometimes I'm just the big idea guy, and I struggle with execution. So I surround myself with people who can execute and help me execute. Right. Just like, this show can be great, bro. Don't sell yourself short by trying to bring it out too quick. So once, about time number 10, we sent it to him. We were like, he's gonna tell us something with it. He was like, this is perfect. Now I trust you to do the rest of the show. You don't have to even show me anything else.
Nice. Okay.
He was just like, I just want y'all to see the type of work you got to put into these episodes. And So now we knew, okay, that was episode 1. It's now August. So
right.
we're going to take some time before we finish this shit. So what we did was started throwing cookouts. We threw yoga days. We ended up going on tour. I put together a tour.
Yeah, I saw the tour, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
because people were so excited about the show, but we didn't drop it. So I'm like, all right, let's just go do like meet and greets. Let's have people like meet the artists from the show. Let's get them popular so when the show comes out, people already have their favorite person that they want to win.
Exactly.
So we started doing, we went on tour. We threw a big shows. We street performed in different states. We really got our name out there. So by the time... before the show
shot it well. Yeah.
Thank you. So before the show even dropped, we already have like 2,000 followers on our page just from like pure love. And so when the show drops, we were able to get 10,000 views in the 4 months that we dropped the show. So yeah, everything ended up going well. It was definitely worth the wait. And shout out to the winner, Keen Shamar.
Oh yeah, I'm up.
He's the guy. And if you haven't seen the show yet, you can definitely check it out on YouTube. Just go to Creative House TV or Creative House DMV, and you'll be able to find it.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's
Yes,
up.
sir. Yep.
So do you have plans to like taking it further, like getting on like a network or something like that?
Yep. We're in talks right now with a few networks as we're gearing up to drop my album. That's what we'll be doing behind the scenes is just figuring out a way to get this show picked up so that season 2 can be bigger and better.
Oh yeah, budget wise too.
Yeah,
Hell
that's the
yeah.
goal.
Budget.
I paid for all that shit myself.
I know it hurt.
I'm still coming out of it, bro. I'm still working my way out that hole. Like I put a lot on my credit card, but like it was worth it though.
Yeah,
It was worth
definitely.
every piece of it. And I wanted to do this one myself, season 1. And now we can branch out and, hopefully the budget I get can help me pay off some of season 1 and just help season 2 be what exactly the vision that I have in mind.
Awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. What's like the selection process for like the artists and stuff like that? Because like you said, a lot, but you can always like select a few and stuff like that. So like, what was the like selection?
We got
process
100 submissions through email. They had to email a song. They could email an introductory video of saying why they deserve to be on the show, or send me a paragraph why they deserve to be on the show.
Okay.
And we ended up picking 12 artists, and I didn't pick it just based on talent level. I picked it based on where I feel like would contribute to the best and most entertaining and most drama-free, fun show for my vision.
Drama free.
This
will not be a show I would be on.
Can I ask, of all the people that got in, how many people that got in like were paragraph people?
Interesting question.
11 out of 12.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
One sent a video, and she is now my assistant. That's who I was on the phone with.
Okay.
Yep. Her name is Empower.
That's interesting. You think it would be mostly like video submissions when you,
Yeah, I
Or
think
just
people's
at least song,
anxiety.
Yeah, because like it's like, because you see like video submission joints. It's like for like American Idol and shit like that. It's like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Really
I'm
freaking
Beth,
out,
and
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and this is
Literally.
why I deserve to be on Creative House. So,
Exactly.
hold on, I'm so nervous. hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Didn't
some
edit
people,
it, Didn't
exactly.
edit it at
Some
all.
people are rather tight, but I'm like the person. Empower was my favorite to win the show because of how she auditioned for it.
Oh, okay,
She
yeah,
was in
yeah.
her room cranking by herself.
You're like, yeah, man.
Going dumb, like fearless, everything. So season 2 though, Empower's giving me the idea that we should do it American Idol style.
Like just like performance wise and stuff like
Like,
that.
yeah, get a building, have them pull up and audition in front of the season 1 cast.
wow.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I like that, dude.
Yeah.
I like that, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun ass day.
Yeah, there's like just looking at you. It's like,
Are you
yeah,
going to
know,
show
it's-
the audition clips American Idol style?
Sir, yes,
Oh,
sir.
man.
We're gonna go back to people's backstories and all that shit. Like,
That's good.
It's gonna become so. This is why I wanted season 1 to be drama free, because people are gonna have those same expectations for season 2. But there may be some drama now. There may be more fun things. There may be more activities. There may be special guest stars. Like, there's a lot we could do with it.
Hell yeah, no, because the idea is great. Like your manager said, man, the idea is like fantastic. There's a lot of things you can do with it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir,
Like,
yep.
and it's reality TV so fun. You know?
It really is.
It is fun.
It is.
Because you can just kind of script it. It's like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, no, it's scripted.
Yeah, it's 100% scripted. But like, yeah, no.
And a lot of it's really itinerary shit. It's not even like so much scripted. It's more like, all right, we're gonna sit here and talk about this person and this person's issue at this round table.
Oh, okay,
and
right,
then
right,
real
right.
emotions come out as, because it's still a real situation.
Bitch to me all the
But
time.
it's just, it was scheduled to talk about it. That's what I've learned.
right. Okay, yeah.
That's
so
what I've
It's just
learned.
more structured than actual like.
Yeah, like scripts. Yeah, so I've
okay,
learned that with
okay,
reality TV. People actually do have problems with each other.
Okay,
But
yeah,
they'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
to sit down and now talk
So I think you're
during this scene.
So forcing that, like,
the awkwardness,
exactly,
the tension,
exactly. Because a lot of them aren't that good of actors. I've noticed that because as I'm paying attention, I'm saying it can't be that scripted because they're not that great of actors.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, all right, well, they're gonna tell you something that somebody said and it's gonna piss you off or whatever. Just like be pissed,
right?
You know
like they're not that good, or they wouldn't be on those shows.
Exactly. There's always like an inciting incident or like someone like an actual real life thing that happens, so the emotions are like real. But, but they're forced.
It's
almost.
scheduled.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, right. It's like an itinerary. So I'm like, okay. So those are the things I've learned within my year of like how reality TV works.
Okay. So like for those who don't know, like how do you win the show? You know what I'm
Boom,
saying?
great idea. So the one thing I forgot to get when I got to the house was judges.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, I forgot about judges. All right. So, but of course, like this is why I just like listen to the universe really with stuff. Because I started to think and I was just like, well, wait, we have a photographer here, we have a videographer here, we have a chef here, we have the makeup artist here. We have all these resources here that are going to be seeing things that I can't see.
Right. Yeah.
So now I'm going to make these people the judges, and we're going to come together and talk about how this person might have did in the studio where I wasn't there to see it.
Oh, okay.
And this is how I started to realize that Akeen was the winner. I didn't know who he was by day 2. Like I knew of him, like his face, but like I got to learn all these artists in 3 days. I didn't even know half of their names. So the photographer, he's letting me know, hey, this dude Akeen is like, he's really good. And studio guy's like, yo, Akeen just killed like 4 people's songs upstairs. And
that's actually a really good way to go about judging it. Like it's kind of like, because it's the people that the behind the scenes people that they interact with all the time. You know
exactly.
They know them the best. You
right.
know?
And there's no bias because no one's talking about it beforehand. You just come and say what you saw. So I'm hearing this name a lot. Like it was I would say the runner-ups, it was there was Akeen Shamar who won. Then there was Clean Water was a runner-up. Big Dame was a runner-up. Empower was a runner-up. Relia was a runner-up. And Apo. And Apo was a runner-up. So out of those ones, those are the names I heard the most common, the most often. But, by the end of it, the more everyone talked, when it got down to the final 3, it was Akeen, Clean Water, and Big Dame. Akeen killed Clean Water song.
Okay.
Akeen killed Dame's song when he featured on that. And it's like, as we're trying to listen out to see how good Big Dame and how good Clean Water is, Akeen's verse comes on. I'm like, God, this nigga's going ham. So it's like, at that point, and then we look at the introduction where like everyone poses. Akeen's doing like a fucking behind the arm shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it's little stuff like that. Like we filmed my music video, and I wanted to see who would participate the most. It was like a You Got Served. Like, yeah, like verse. It's called Lil Saint. And it's like this side, black team versus gold team. I got do-rags for everybody. So the gold do-rags, black do-rags. And Akeen was the main one dancing in the music video, like doing his crumping and stuff. Like, and that really stood out to me. So I paid attention to every little piece of it. And by the time we announced the winner, everyone understood.
There's like, oh yeah,
who deserved it. Yeah,
he's nice.
For sure. Yep. So yeah, it was cool. But anyway, like 5 people could have won.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the new album. Sort of where are we so far? What can we expect?
Great question.
How will this differ from what we've heard from before?
Great question. So with this album, I tried something new. Because before I would go somewhere, buy like a hotel, and record the whole album, and I would come back home and like mix it up, and like that would be the album. I have phases now. So I had 3 phases. Phase 1 was in DC. Phase 2 was in like Delaware. I think I went to Rehoboth Beach. Phase 3 was in Richmond. And I would go to each 3 phases and I would create a new album. And then I would pick the best of all 3 albums in a cohesive way and then create one project from that.
Interesting.
Huh.
So
that's interesting. You just make 3 separate projects that all can be put out technically.
Right.
And then
pick the greatest hits exactly of myself.
So help me understand the timeline here. How long in that sense does it take to make a project?
So I started phase 1 in September of last year. Phase 2 was in December. Phase 3 was in March.
December of that same year?
Yes, December and then March. Okay. Yep. So, and then as I felt like I had the perfect album, I just felt like something was missing. And then I started collabing with different people, going to different spaces, different studios, taking in different energy. And now I have a lot of good features for the album that sound like radio hits, because the album was missing songs that stick.
Oh,
radio,
right. Yeah.
It was more hip hoppy than like, let's get a couple of songs with hooks that are actually gonna like be album worthy songs with singles. Right, so exactly, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all for the love and the art, but like at this point in my career, I need to be able to sell my music.
I think more people are seeing that even on the underground level. More
exactly, you gotta have hits. And Sweezo, shout out to Sweezo, he inspired me a lot because he's one of the artists in the DMV. He's in Creative House now, one of our members. He had the best hit maker in the DMV. If you don't know Sweezo, get to know him.
I've heard of Sweezo.
Yeah, he inspired me. I'm like, I gotta have more hits when I went to one of his shows. So now I would start working on some hits, and I'm getting there, and I'm working with some big features for him. And my girlfriend, and I told this story last night, I'm poly. I had a girlfriend of 6 years and a girlfriend of a year and a half.
Right.
My girlfriend of 6 years, we just found out she's living a whole double life, and she's a sociopath and a pathological liar.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me this yesterday. I was just like,
it's insane.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I thought I knew her. I was like, I don't know who the hell I'm looking at right now. So
how'd you find out about that, if you don't mind my asking?
we had to go through her phone because, like, that was the only way. Like, she was just acting so weird.
Oh, okay, she was acting up.
She was like, bro, she was doing the weirdest stuff, and we're just like, what is up with you? Like, even her friends couldn't figure it out. And yeah,
it's not. She's acting normal for her though. That's the thing. You know, you know what I mean? Because she put on the facade for a long time.
Exactly.
You think about it like that. It's
exactly.
Strange. It's really strange.
It's so, bro. And
like,
I hear people talk about this type of stuff all the time, like how their man changed one day and they just never knew him again. Like once
that match cracks, dog, it's hard to get it back together.
And and like that happened, and then that's like the biggest heartbreak or pain I've ever felt in my life. Like I was prepared to like marry this woman next year.
Oh wow, really?
So. Yeah, biggest heartbreak. So now I gotta put some of that into the album.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So
you get experiences like that. Hell yeah,
it's not done. So that's just more of this is a journey, and I love it. And now I see why it takes artists 2 to 3 years.
Oh yeah,
once they're like signed and shit, to come out with like really good albums. So. And once I make these songs, the last step is to like my label wants me to get a couple of big features for the album, and then it'll finally be done. But I will be starting to drop. My first single, I'll make this exclusive announcement on here. It's going to be Eastside Wavy, which is the song that I closed with last night.
Yes.
Eastside Wavy.
Attic exclusive.
Coming soon on Attic Presents.
Yes, sir.
4 videos coming soon. Because that was the quick cut, actually.
Yes, sir. Eastside
That was
Wavy.
the quick cut for the show. Our editor is fire. He's about to actually roll through and reverse that.
I loved it. Yeah, he got that out quick too. Once I send the song, so
I'm so happy with our new editor, bro.
You
don't understand.
Trust, I understand.
I do. Hell yeah, you do.
I do all my editing. I get it. I wish.
Evan is the guy.
Yeah, Evan.
Shout out to him.
He's gonna see this. Evan is you the man.
You the man, bro. You got that out quick.
Also, Evan,
I thought I said my music too late.
Also, Evan, go ahead and cut that. We don't need to give you all the credit.
Let's keep it disciplined.
But yeah, Eastside Wavy, I've been sitting on that song a long time. Our producer of Creative House, who was in the show, JF Crates, made that beat for me. And he was just playing beats he made for me. And once he played that one, I was like, holy shit, where am I at right now? This is a crazy beat. Comes on like, doom, 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 doom. Like, that junk goes so dumb. So yeah, that's why I performed it here and performed it last night. These are like preludes to the song coming out.
Right,
yeah. People don't.
You're
get
really
the
paying attention. You see
exactly.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Definitely see that shit. Man.
So that's the next wave.
I've been kind of going more into this thing where it's like, or kind of going against the notion like, oh, really artistic people always make their art from trauma. And I'm trying to explore other means of that. You're a very joyful person. It doesn't seem like your art really comes from that.
That's my first time trying.
You don't really express, you're like I don't know. It doesn't. Like,
you don't seem sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say that. Because I'm trying to say that. So I want to. Where does your music come from, in your opinion?
That's a good question. Yeah, I talk about it in my music all the time. I had 2 really good parents, and I had money growing up. Like, and that's something I don't try to fake. Right, yeah. I had a great household. Like I had a great family. I didn't really go through much trauma.
Take the football and run, man.
Yeah, I played basketball, I did karate, like I was always cool. Like I had food on my table.
Yeah, it's a nice like normal upbringing.
Yeah, normal upbringing. And you know, my father and my mom, they had the harder life. They had the trauma and they were the ones to make it out. So like I'm like the first generation to like, you know, experience like college and things like, you know, for my family. And so I'm around it. Like all my family lives, you know, in Camden, New Jersey. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the area, but yeah, they live in Camden, New Jersey. So, you know, not the best place to live. But so growing up for me, my inspiration had to just come from my life experiences, whatever they were. And for me, it's like joy. It's like I like to have fun. I like to take risks. I love women, and that's really what my music is about, like taking leaps of faith, knowing who you are, discovering your self-confidence, being witty, being clever, and standing for the greater good of nostalgia. That's my thing.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah.
So, like, Creative House is technically real world, and when you understand patterns, you understand when it's time to recreate things to bring back the same nostalgia. I study nostalgia like crazy, and that's a lot of people say like my brand is just mesmerizing. It's like a majestic vibe, and
you look bigger than you are. That's the thing. Like in pictures and stuff like that, you present bigger. You know what I'm saying? And like that's a way of like carrying yourself and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just carrying myself with respect and like priding myself on love. Like love is my number one thing. I think it's so important for people to be able to show love and most importantly understand how to receive love too, because it's like a two-way street. So that's what I spread in my music, like love, taking risk, having fun, and loving women. That's like my music.
Yeah, because that I see that a lot. That's the thing. I was like, nah, this guy this is a dude, man.
Thank God for the blessings, man.
Yeah,
put in my life.
Yeah,
I want to show y'all, since you just said
some
pictures
women?
Bigger than life. Nah, not some women. But
dude.
I want to show you these pictures.
First ever attic nudes.
So y'all can see the Eastside Wavy aesthetic, I guess, that's about to come out. It's another exclusive. You can start here and then just swipe.
Should I put this in the camera or should I not?
No.
Yeah, this is for
Either
us.
way.
This for us. But yeah, it's just funny because you're talking about like more like celebrating nostalgia and stuff like that, and it's like it's the perfect time to do it because if you think about like all like the remakes and like Hollywood and shit like that, it's like reboots and remakes and even game shows and shit like that. Like it's not hard to come up with a game show. You know what I'm saying? Like the Steel one actually, or like from like Japan or something.
I went like 10 to the left, so I don't know how much further you're gonna go to the left, but there's also much good stuff to the right.
Yeah, stop at the ass cheeks.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
no problem.
Stop at the ass.
Stop at the ass.
That's the name of an episode, not this one, but one that we'll do. We'll start doing solos.
Stop
again.
at the ass cheeks. That's fire.
Yeah. When we started,
I feel this. This is cool.
We started during the pandemic. The titles was a big part of it.
Oh no, the titles are fun. Yeah, the titles was a big part.
Reminds me of Brilliant Idiots. Have y'all watched that podcast?
Yeah, I've seen it from time to time.
That's how they come up with their names in between. Like somebody says a dope ass catchphrase and shit.
Yeah, that's basically what we do. Is like, oh, that's the episode title. You know what I'm saying? We say
That's
something
the way
obscure.
the news goes.
Yep.
Fly Guns and Land.
Yeah,
Flying Dog. You know, it's
all the classics. All the classics.
we have to more
Grits.
aggressively chase that sponsorship again.
Oh yeah, Flying Dog. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we used to just
We used to drink it so much, and it's like like during the podcast and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, fucking like you're out in Frederick. Come on, like
right, yeah,
hook it up.
You gotta make that
and
happen.
Bro, it's funny as shit because my buddy Eddie, Big Eddie, man, he moved back out to I think what was it called?
Middleburg or whatever.
Middletown, something like that. It's like random whatever name. And like he was like he hit us up
just
one day.
American town name, son.
Yeah, small town USA. You know what I mean? And he was just like, yeah, bro, I heard the podcast. And I heard you doing the Flying Dog thing. Like my uncle works for Flying Dog, man. Like maybe I could put a word for you. And it's like, please, motherfucker, please. You know what I'm saying? It's
invite Eddie to dinner. Tell him we got an offer for him.
Yeah, never heard back from him. It's been like 2 years.
We could talk. I want to help y'all with y'all sponsor packages.
That'd be what's up, man.
I want to help y'all build those. I make really fire ones. So yeah, definitely.
Man.
We'll talk about that.
Nah, please. Yeah,
and another point too, to nostalgia, to finish the point. So you know how you look back at the 90s and you're like, okay, this is the nostalgic moments of the 90s and the nostalgic moments of the 2000s.
Yeah. Like these are the things you're supposed to remember.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's my job to create some of those things for this generation.
It's like, you remember Mark Bravo, man? Like
To
that, like
create-
early Mark Bravo.
You know, to
Before he was an
create that
executive.
nostalgia.
Remember Eastside Wavy?
Correct.
Exactly. So I feel like it's my job to create those moments.
Hell yeah.
Whether and that's why I'm filming a few shows right now. Creative House was just the first one to come out. We'll have another one coming out towards the end of the summer, and then we'll have one starting off fall. It's going to be dope too.
Are we allowed to know what they are, or we just...
First one is a cooking show.
Yes.
A cannabis cooking show with our chef. I can't say the name of it. Like, I'm gonna let him announce it. And then we have a show called The Courtyard that we're doing, and this is all exclusive for y'all because y'all been treating me so well.
Oh man. Thank you.
Yeah, this is all exclusive. So The Courtyard. Have y'all seen Kenny Beats The Cave?
Yes.
It's in a sense our own twisted version of that, where we have big artists from the DMV come through and they record a song based on my producer's beats from Russia. He sends them over, and then they pick a beat, and then they just do. They go in, and then I interview them after. I interview them after, and then drop the interview, artist to artist interview as an NFT. That's what we're working on.
Ah man, Jesus Christ. the drive.
Familiar with,
Thank you.
You familiar with the foreign exchange?
No,
The artist?
no.
Tommy?
Oh, the foreign exchange. Like, isn't it a group?
Yeah, it's a group.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
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 I'm glad you said this. I'm glad you had this
Bro,
position.
no, he don't understand.
You
Like,
gotta
the
get
foreign
the-
exchange got me
No,
through my
bro.
freshman year of college, bro.
No,
they're like the
they're
best ever.
crazy. They're
Yo,
crazy. I'm telling you.
what? You're
I'm
like the
telling-
only person I know
Bro,
that knows
I'm
who they
telling
are,
you, no, disappear, truce.
bro.
This is love. Come on, son.
Yeah, his
if
music
this is
recall
love,
is
it's
amazing.
crazy.
No,
This is
bro,
love.
y'all don't understand how like knowledgeable this man is for knowing who they are, bro.
Happy off the one.
Happy's one of my favorite songs from them. So
I got tears.
I've randomly no, bro, like me too, like bro, y'all don't understand. I used to go on YouTube and find artists like Captain Murphy or The
I'll
Groove
together,
Theory,
yeah.
or like, and I ran into Foreign Exchange, and I can only find it on YouTube. This is probably the most nostalgic feeling I've ever gotten from a project ever, bro. Like what?
Man,
What?
that's so
bro, shake
funny.
my head again.
That's so
what?
funny.
I like, bro. This is my guy now,
I'm
bro.
telling
Like,
you. I'm telling you.
that's the
bro,
type of
bro,
shit though.
bro.
Like that's what nostalgia does to people though, bro.
Yeah, no, bro, yeah, because it's just that moment. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
like,
There's electric energy.
that
It's
shit
like,
is
That, it's
amazing.
like, oh, this is music. Anybody of any age, anywhere, at any time can listen to this and feel amazing.
Facts.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Facts.
I'm gonna get more because I've heard of them. I never like explored very much. So I'm
There's like
yeah,
seven.
yeah.
There's like what, 5 or 6 of them. 5, 6, 7.
They're insane,
Yeah.
and they're the reason why I have songs like Eastside Wavy or Skydive or Bad Days, like I did yesterday. Like
big inspiration for you.
like yeah, like just you can listen to it anywhere, like everything he just described, and it make you feel good. Like that's the vibe I go for. It's like that.
I'll
that-
play some foreign exchange in the car.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have, bro. And then tell me what you think
All
after
right,
next
man,
time
I'm
you see
gonna
me.
hit your ass.
Oh
like,
my
bro.
god, bro! Like what foreign exchange? I'm like, I was like, there's no way he's talking about them. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
like
who he's talking
because we
about.
said NFT, and I thought you were talking about like a Bitcoin thing or like a whatever thing.
I'm
I
like,
was
no, and I'm
oh,
like, wait,
okay.
is he really talking about the foreign
The
exchange?
foreign
That's
exchange?
crazy, bro.
That's what. Yeah,
I love that segment right there. That's my favorite part of this whole thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Bro, there's a YouTube channel I like now. I forgot what it's called, but like it's one of the,
Iceberg joint.
Nah, that one's cool. That one's cool, but like it's like that. Oh, not like that, but like they go like, oh, hey, you guys remember blank? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'd be like a TV show, and like, bruh, I went through the list and I was like, that feeling y'all just had, I was like, bruh, I used to watch
see
that
all
joint.
these shows,
like
yeah.
Robot Boy. You know what I'm saying? Fucking. I gotta find the YouTube channel, but like it was just a bunch of crazy ones. I'm just like, bruh, this is insane. You remember fucking. But yeah, whatever. I'll find that at some point, bro.
Nah, you good, bro.
But yeah, bro. It's like, when did you like really start like becoming this like creative person? You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, really normal upbringing and stuff like that. Like, were your parents creative? Like, were you just around creative people and shit like that?
So my father played the drums growing up. I think that's where like he played the drums a lot. Like he was in the #1 marching band for high schools.
Oh shit, yeah.
So yeah, he was fire with it. And my parents always knew I was creative. They thought I was gay at one point because I literally would wear like the most colorful socks for my sister.
Oh yeah, and you said you were like playing.
I played Polly Pocket,
yeah.
but I just love the colors, bro. I just love colors in general.
Yeah, it was just stimulating. Like
exactly, like I would change their outfits and shit.
Like,
I just like exactly. Like I would play Gimp with the women in summer camp. Like I would do the Gimp shit. Like
in summer camp.
Yeah, in summer camp, like the niggas was playing like, and of course I play basketball too. But like when I'm done, I'm gonna go like play Gimp with the women.
Backboard dodge was the one.
You said what?
Play backboard dodge.
Backboard dodge, nah.
Backboard dodge.
I haven't heard of that.
It was like they put fucking basketballs and dodgeballs and like all the little softballs out there. You can't hit nobody with a basketball, obviously.
Okay. Don't put it out there.
Yeah, but
don't put them out there. So I would nail somebody with a basketball, dude.
You get ejected immediately.
Oh yeah, I would be not in the game for the whole time. It's like this, so I can get somebody.
That's
As a kid,
wild.
I don't like.
Just hop in there and throw the. Wait till he throwing some shit to throw the basketball.
Oh, fool! That was my game back then. I made up a game in elementary school just because I was just an angry, aggressive kid. You know what I'm saying? Like football was good for me. You know what I'm saying? But bruh. I would walk up to kids with the regular kickball ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, bro, you want to play a game? And it's like, yeah, sure, what? It's like, it's called extreme dodgeball. And I'd be with my man and shit like that. And I would just it's like, all right, how do you play it? I would just nail somebody and run.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was such a bad kid.
Wow, we'd have been fighting.
I was such a bad, bro, I got into so little fights. And I knew who to do it to. I wasn't going to do it to like the fucking kid with 3 stepdads, you know
right,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking
stepdads.
3 stepdads.
Like you got enough going on. This might be the tipping point.
No, that's Polly.
Now,
like shit. That's Polly for real.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, I just loved colors and like I would play Gimp. I would knit like. When we would have to pick our activities.
You just seem like you seem more like a skills person in general. It seems like
like savant-y almost.
I just love picking up skills and I love like tapping into my masculinity and femininity, and I think that's what led me to the life I live.
When you were growing up, were you in a variety of activities? Is that why you liked pursuing?
Hell yeah, yo! My parents,
you're a very curious person.
My parents put me in golf, gymnastics, karate. Boxing,
the gymnastics
lacrosse.
thing, they thought you were gay. That's their fault, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. That's what they put me in lacrosse. They put me in swimming. They put me in soccer, baseball.
Man, everything.
I played everything.
You played football?
I played football.
Yep.
Nice. I played football a couple years, so I broke my arm. And now I had to miss out on basketball season, which was my favorite shit.
Yeah, so you're just like,
fuck this.
Shit,
yeah, bro. Like,
fuck this.
It was off the flukiest thing, too. Like, I'm doing drills where I'm acting like a lineman. I play wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how to come off the ground the right way, and I hyperextend my arm trying to, push off the ground. No one even touched
push
me.
off the ground.
No one touched me. I'm like, I'm good on this sport.
What's wrong? Mark, you good?
Hurt my damn self.
Call my mom. Call my mom. Coach.
I'm like, shit, this joint kind of hurt, bro.
Right.
I'm going to be out for the season.
Yeah, man. It sucked because, I couldn't do shit like that because, my dad was the coach. So, just real tough on me, man. You know
yep, I see that. Yeah.
Bro, I hurt my knee, the very first year playing football. I forget how I did it. Because I just remember it hurting after a while. You know what I'm saying? And, I had, tendonitis, had to get surgery on the shit, whatever. But, one of the times I real hurt it bad, I twisted it back. It was, the very last play of practice and shit like that. We're playing the year younger team or something like that. We're stomping them, and it's it was raining and all bullshit was dark. You know what I mean? And it was finish the play. It was all right, bet, let's go sprint, go the fuck home. I'm tired. And it's no, coach, one more play, coach. And I'm just I'm looking at my dad. I'm just come on, nigga, no,
please,
let's go.
Right,
we got to sprint. Let's go.
As a coach, you can't say no to that.
Nah, but that's the thing. They're asking them and shit. But they're asking them, and I'm just nah, nigga, don't give them the satisfaction. You know
right? Yeah. Be the coach you normally are. Say no.
It's all right, line up. I'm just God damn it. So I was I'll just get in this half a stance, and I was all right. And it was a thing where my man, it was a down block from the wide receiver and shit like that. So my man just came down and just twisted that bitch back. Just you can't see it, but just fucking went like that. And my foot's in the ground, so it was just I'm heavy too. So I fell over. I can't fucking walk. This bitch, you know what I'm saying? This fucking, bruh. This nigga stops at practice, like, the play stopped because I'm screaming. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, oh, okay, well, you're fucked up, so I guess end of practice. They, like, leave me on the ground for, like, to go do sprints. If my dad's leading the sprints, I'm just like, take me to the fucking hospital, you dick.
Right.
It was like, his car's, like, all the way on the other side of the field.
80s,
so he just drive it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nigga, let's go. He's just like, this leaves me on the ground while he sprint.
That's another thing.
It's like, it's so sick.
That's another reason why I stopped playing football too, because like I'm sitting there with the broken arm, still getting yelled at.
Yeah,
I'm not even playing.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like I hated the practices because I'm like, I'm gonna do everything I'm supposed to do, and this is why I hate team sports. And this is why I started boxing after a while.
Yeah,
I hate team sports because I'll do everything I'm supposed to do,
and then some motherfucker
somebody's fucking it up, and we're running all practice, bro. Like I didn't come here to do this shit. Like I wanted to have fun. Like now I want to play football. I want to play basketball, bro. And that's why I really hated team sports because there's always somebody making us run.
Yeah,
like I'm good on that shit, bro. Like make him run.
I'm saying.
Got to the point they tell him not to run, and the whole team runs, and he watches us run. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I don't know what that's supposed to do except make them turn on him.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Now he's getting his ass beat.
Like, that's the thing. It breeds the most contempt out of just both sides and shit like that. Because what it's supposed to do is like watch your team run, watch your brothers fucking suffer for you, and it's supposed to be psychologically damaging or whatever.
That doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work. It never worked.
If he cared, he wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Oh yeah, like I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, thank God I'm not running.
Right?
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
bro,
he already fucked up the team.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
That's why he's over there. That's why I'm like, no, make that nigga run, bro.
Yeah,
like, stop. Let me work on my jump shot.
Like, yeah, let us take a break while watch him run.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, he's gonna have to get mad.
The fuck was that? That's the shit that made me quit. I'm like, I'm cool on this, bro.
How come it's always running? How come it's never like 50 more jump shots?
You know?
Actually, yeah. Why is it not just practice? Actual practice.
That's what I'm saying. Let's practice harder. The running shit blew me.
If you don't hit 10 free throws straight, you're not leaving.
Yeah, like
that makes us better. Like, right?
Did y'all do up downs at all?
Like just like up and backs?
Nah, up down. So like you get your feet chopping, like it's like burpees essentially, but not. It's a burpee actually. Yeah, I think it's a burpee.
Yeah, we used to do those.
We called them up.
Yeah, when you just go back and forth like.
Yeah, it's like go hit the ground, come back up.
Yeah, we used to do those.
Nigga, we had to do like 100, just like randomly because we fucked up, like fucked up a scrimmage, and I was like, damn. We're like, and again, we're all of 13. We're all like 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this is rough.
That shit was wild. My middle school team was the most in shape team ever.
Yep.
We lost every game. Mm-hmm. We lost every game. Yeah, we were in shape though, but I'm like, bro, we didn't practice basketball. Yeah. We just ran. That shit was that's why I stopped liking team sports.
Right? They wouldn't let us hit. They wouldn't let us tackle. So we were bad at defense. You know what I'm saying? We were just bad at the fundamental part of defense.
Yeah,
and they taught us wrong, but you know. I hated football. Oh, I hated football.
Who do you consider your influences musically? I remember listening to your most recent release in the car one time and thinking like, this reminds me, because I lived in Atlanta as well. I went to school down there. I lived down there from 2014 to 19. Yeah, 14 to 19. And I remember, so I heard Earth Gang in like 2015, 16 is the point. Like I was like, these niggas are gonna be up next. I was watch in a few years.
For sure.
You know, I wanted to like Earth Gang so much. I like them now because I'm mature, but like back then I wasn't into like rap.
I came back. No, we didn't even. We weren't even around each other much. But I came back. I told you about them niggas. I was like, bruh,
they're it. And I'm like, I've heard of them, so let me go ahead and check it out. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying. I get a different. I got a similar feeling like hearing your music. Like, oh, something's happening here. So who do you consider your influence?
Great question. So I talk about like my top 5 and honorable mentions a lot. So my top 5, my favorite rapper is Jay Electronica.
Yes, you're
best rapper of all time in my opinion. He's
my favorite album of his dropped on my birthday. That was correct.
Which one?
The new joint, the white cover.
The New Testimony Jones. He's such an asshole for that album. He's such an asshole. He predicted COVID and then like had Jay-Z on every song and then just like.
Yeah, and didn't even shout him out. They didn't even like have him out as a feature. He was just on every song.
He did it on purpose just so niggas had something to talk about. Man. Just to flex. Like that's the thing though. Like he drops one mixtape in 2008. He gets a baby with Erykah Badu and gets signed to Jay-Z.
He also has an Erykah Badu baby?
He's the only other one besides Andre.
Man, that's all-star puss right there.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. That's cool to me. She's a cool figure.
Jay Electronica being your favorite rapper, have you noticed that the song "My World" joint? Have you noticed that the real version is now missing from the internet?
No, I have to go look.
It's
because I just have it on Spinrilla.
Okay, so
or Dat Piff, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked on Spinrilla, but I've looked on Dat Piff, YouTube, everything else, and there's supposed to be like a fucking like that piano. It's missing. It's missing in.
That's some Jay Electronica-esque stuff, though.
It's missing.
That's crazy,
bro. I'm telling you.
I like troll artists. They're awesome. You know, like Doom.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's how I like Captain Murphy, Philo. But the line that did it for me with Jay Electronica. Let's see if I can remember this jump. He was like, "I ain't a hot boy, but the flow's jalapeno. I never rap about how the calico and lean. Magnolia, crack soldier, creeping on a come up. My grandma won't leave the fucking projects. I gotta raise the slum up. These words and record labels play me dumb and dumber till I showed the industry my ass crack like a plumber." I'm like, bro, what? Damn, what? Bro, that nigga's insane, bro. Oh, this is 2008. Like, what, bro? Jay Electronica is crazy. So yeah, that's my favorite rapper. I've never heard a project like Victory. If you are at home right now, go on YouTube and look up Victory by Jay Electronica. The album.
Open another tab. Finish the episode.
Yeah, definitely.
But
yes, very important. Yes, because then you won't hear my second favorite rapper, who is Max B.
Max B, okay.
Max B, my second favorite rapper. That's where Eastside Wavy, in a sense, comes from, because he's the wave god. And his he taught me how to have the utmost obnoxious confidence to the point where everyone just like have that spirit, so people just know when you walk into the room that you in the room. So that's Max B. My third favorite artist is gonna be Westside Gunn.
I love Gunna, man.
His voice. Boop, 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 boop.
Also came up in Atlanta. Well, I was out there discovering it was him and Earth Gang at the same time.
He's been around so long.
Because he was in Buffalo,
yeah,
because like I got like a gun that came out like in 08, something like that. Something like maybe earlier and shit. Like, it might have been 05.
Because I didn't get hip to him until last year.
Word, yeah, bro. Because I got hip like about 2-3 years ago, like to Griselda as a whole and shit.
Right, yes,
and,
me too.
They're top tier.
Bro.
They're top tier.
Fly Guy 2016.
Yeah.
Bro, Westside Gunn has the best rap voice of all time.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I have a weird voice, so that's why I like Westside Gunn a lot, because he makes it work for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Same with Q-Tip, too. He's in my top 10, not my top 5, though.
Right. Have you seen the Griselda movie, Conflicted?
No.
Right. Do yourself a favor, because Westside Gunn's in it for like 2 minutes, but like he's like on the cover. Hilarious.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's on Prime. If you got Prime. And even if you don't, I'll let you use the password, bro. Like, you need to see this. It's a flick, though. That's the thing. It's a hood flick, but it's like 2 hours. It's like a marathon, Jay.
No, they refuse to not be taken seriously. I respect that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You will sit down and watch this whole hood flick. You will not receive it.
Yeah, bro. Because
we will not rush through this. We will paint you a whole picture.
Yeah, man.
Bro, that's what I like about them as a whole. Stove God, Benny, Conway. Shout out to Griselda. My fourth favorite rapper is AZ. Okay. I just got hip to AZ last year.
You just got hip to Sugar Hill last year?
Yes. I don't know how I missed it.
Oh yeah.
When I was listening to Life's a Bitch, I think was that the one he's on?
Yeah.
I thought it was Nas rapping the whole time.
They got very similar voices. Yeah, you're right.
I never knew it was someone else, and I was wondering how come Nas has never rapped like this again.
Like, I
didn't realize it wasn't him. And then when I'm watching the hip hop revolution, I'm realizing that Nas found AZ, and then they started making music together and everything. Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm hearing AZ rap, and I'm like, this is who that was on that song? Shit.
Bro.
And I go check out his music. Fourth favorite rapper, bro. His flow is infinity. Just doesn't stop. Keeps going, bro. And he has one of those high-pitched voices, too. So definitely, yeah, AZ's crazy. And fifth favorite rapper is Scarface.
He got good pulls, man. Yeah,
Thank you.
Those are good pulls because it's not like that. It's not average takes and shit like that.
Yeah, they're amazing, bro. Like these are all like top people at what they do, and they're not the most commercial, but they're like have that legendary
Oh,
nostalgia to them where it's like, you know, they're fire. Honorable mention: Earl Sweatshirt, Currency, Q-Tip.
Boom.
I think it's interesting that you are like not afraid to say, "Nah, I discovered something last year and it's my favorite."
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like, some
I
people,
still get a little bit of secondhand embarrassment from it.
some
Just a
people
little
feel-
bit. I'm pretty much over
it's like
it, though.
secondhand embarrassment, or like you feel like you don't know or you shouldn't know yet.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
But you're like, nah, I know what I like. I'm confident. This is one of my favorites right here.
Yep. Yeah, my brother would always be like, why do you need to lie, bro? Like, he would always
Why
ask me
lie?
that shit. Like, just say what it is. Because it's never too late.
Oh, yeah. Very upfront cat. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate
I like
it.
that about you, man.
I appreciate it, for sure, man. No.
Nah, hell yeah, dude. But so as far as just like, you know, Creative House, next album and shit like that, like, do you? I know you have another iron in the fire, but I'm curious to what it is. Because you got the shows, you know what I'm saying? You're doing the music and stuff like that. Like, do you have anything else? Is there a clothing line, Clement, or something like that? You know what I'm saying? You can drop some
So,
paintings.
for those who don't know, I have my own line of rolling papers. I created the pink rolling papers that you may see places. So,
I want to say I do. I've seen them. I want to say I have seen them.
yeah, if you ever seen pink rolling papers, I came out with them first. And Blazy Susan, we had a whole thing where like they trademarked it first.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
So yeah. So that's the
Got
whole
you,
thing.
got
So I
you,
always
yeah.
show them respect. Like that's who has it now. They're a whole business. That's the only thing they do. But then when my album comes out, I have my own toys. They're dice.
I've seen that, and I forgot to ask you about that. Like, I was like, are those real?
Yes,
I was like,
yeah.
or did you get like one and then?
So it was limited edition, 10 of them.
Okay.
And it was for different moments in my career. And you buy your toy, and we sold out. And so now you have that memory of Mark Bravo with those dice and where I was, and it's in a sense NFT vibe with it that you can flip it in years ago.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You just
This is
hang it
the
up.
only one of it. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah. So one of one. So that's the more type of merch we're doing. But definitely coming out with my rolling papers, and then I'll be throwing different shows that are thrown and powered by Creative House. So we have Shea Butter Show, which is an all black women show. We got Big Neptune on that show, Trilla K's on that lineup. Naomi, we got some dope artists on that lineup. So yeah, that one's gonna be dope. That's on July 31st.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what advice would you give people like who are like starting to want to like run shows and you know what I'm saying like just do events and stuff like that? Like what have you learned? You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this on her podcast the other day. Just make it make sense. Just make sure everything you're doing makes sense. If you're not going to make a return, make sure the show was worth you not making a return by how spectacular the show was.
Right. Okay.
If you're going to make a return, don't make a return so much that the show is trash because you cut a lot of corners. There's no like blueprint to the shit, but definitely study business. Don't just like walk into it trying to like, I'm gonna figure business out. Like it's like anything. If you want to be a barber, you go to barber school. If you want to be a dentist, you go to school for that. Like, you know, if you want to throw shows, put yourself through some courses, whether it's just on YouTube, just to understand profit margins. And because I'm a marketing major, business marketing. So that's something that I learned, and now I can see working with other people that like they just don't understand completely how it works.
Yeah.
And how it goes down.
I sure don't.
It's all good though, but I could tell when people no one does, and it's like everything you do is really just worth you having the drive to figure the shit out. Like no one just starts and is just an expert unless you're just supernatural at shit.
When I learned that lesson, like as an adult, dude.
Right, yeah.
Because like as a kid, like you know, some kids are just like I was good at everything I did. Like the very first time when I was a kid, I was doing kid shit. I was doing like I was good at football. I was good at like you know what I'm saying, like doing this random little kid things. But like I'm just like, oh, dude, now I gotta like study.
Yeah,
now I gotta actually learn shit.
And that's kind of what the pattern of school was to teach you. Every new concept, you're gonna have to put a little bit of effort into learning. You're gonna have to fail.
I read every book really well, comprehended it. You know what I'm saying? Wrote a good essay and shit like that. But like, now it's just like, oh, dude,
it's different. You might have failed a quiz to pass the test, but like that's.
I like that. I think that might be the episode name. I think that might be the episode name. Yeah, you might have to fail the quiz to take to pass the test.
That's facts. That's why we had them. You know, so yeah, that's what I've learned through business.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. That was
that was off the top.
That was hot. That's the episode name now. Oh yeah.
Might have to fail the quiz to pass the test. I like that as a name.
Damn, hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, that's my advice is people really getting into it. Like, Also, curate a show you would want to go to, you would want to see.
Yeah.
Like last night, I liked the performance, especially Jewel and the guy that went after me.
Zuby?
Nah, Jay Mac. Jay Mac, right?
He made sure I stayed for his set too. Yeah, he was like, "Yo, I fucked with your set. I know you gotta go." He was like, "Save it like 10 minutes to watch my shit."
Because he's again
best rapper in Virginia.
He could open for me. Like he could dead ass open for me. Like he brings that vibe. Like I like that.
You'll love to hear that too.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah, like I'll definitely, if I have some shows that I can get him into, I like him. He brings that energy, and I'm glad I could bring up a crowd. So that he had a crowd after me.
Right, yeah. I didn't think about that, yeah, because they mostly stay in like the same formation and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, so
because Jay's one of our favorites. Definitely, like bar none, one of our favorites.
He's amazing, bro. His music, as soon as the beat drop, I'm like, I see what this is.
Timeless
I see what this is.
I'm gonna like this.
You can listen to this for the rest of your life.
Timeless, that's my whole goal, bro. Timeless.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Timeless nostalgia. Yes, sir.
Timeless nostalgia.
Yep, but yeah, that's my advice.
That seems like a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That seems very T-shirty.
It's a beach brand. I'd buy a tank from
you know what I'm saying? Like you get it from like Sensations and shit.
On the boardwalk, you know?
I have a couple questions for y'all.
Yeah.
I always like to ask this. What was like your first impressions of me? And then your like impression after I finished my set last night?
I remember, so the first time we communicated ever, you DM me, you was like, yo, I fuck with your page, get in this creative group chat where people like post their shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This was
this
is the Telegram joint. And I was like, all right, bet. But I was just not really
It's
using
life
Telegram at the time. Also, I was posting shit every now and again, and I was like, all right, let me go through and like shit. And I was discovering people off there, but I wasn't active enough.
It's all good.
But I was like, there's way more layers to this marketing shit that I understand where I'm at right now, and this is some guy who understands that.
It was playing seeds.
But I'm doing something on my page correctly.
Yeah, like shit. Yeah, like shit.
Let me keep
definitely
moving like that.
though. That's why I reached out. Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I was planting seeds for like moments like this.
You know what I mean?
That
was like a year and some change ago.
Exactly.
We didn't have this. We weren't in the studio at the time.
Not at all. We were in my mom's basement, man.
We didn't have the studio. This was like,
I don't think we might have not done videos. That's the thing. It might have been at the time. Yeah.
Here and there we did video. Here and there.
Yeah, here and there.
It was like every other episode or something, or every two.
When we were with our ex.
Don't talk about him. Gaslight me.
Never had.
This didn't happen.
That's dope though, because they'll chat. That planted a lot of seeds and brought a lot of value into my life. Whether they didn't end up being active in the chat, but I just ended up doing some shit like this a year later. Like, that's the level of marketing though, and that's the type. I'm just glad I went to school for it, man. That shit is different. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
That was one of those things. Like that's where I'm sure ice and shit.
I was like, please continue to chew.
That was one of those things. I was like, okay, I need to. Those are the type of threads I always hang on to. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me always stay there, even if I'm not active. One of these days,
I'm in a few of those still. I'm in a few of those still. Yeah, I think it might have been some similar. It was either I saw you. How long ago did you do the toys? Like, was that like?
That came out when I dropped "Make Some Room," so that was November.
Okay, so this was longer ago then, because I remember like seeing you here and there, because I like you have a striking page, you know what I'm saying? You look like a certain guy, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, like okay, cool. Then like keep scrolling again. Like I think I just keep seeing you over time and shit. And then I think I just followed you and you followed me back, and I was like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, like every time.
I feel that sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like artists like, oh no, someone's cool and shit like that. It's like, oh, they think I'm cool too.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Yeah, and then I think it was around the same time you hit up AM for the chat and shit like that. I was like, oh, you follow him too? Oh, fuck yeah! Like I follow him. Like he's dope. He's like making shit. He's like doing.
There were a few. We had meant to come to like some of you had some live events, and we was just like,
that might have been what it was too.
I think one was in Baltimore, and we was just like, bro, today ain't the day.
Exactly.
I can't even do it.
Bro. I don't blame you. It almost wasn't a day for me.
There was another joint in Peach, and then the same thing happened. Bro,
Why do they choose these days?
Right.
I don't feel like.
Do you want to drive? I can't drive, bro. I'll go anywhere if I don't have to drive, bro. If I don't have to conduct the vehicle, I'll go to Vermont right now.
Yeah, facts. I can just sit there and like do my work. I miss being a passenger in a car, bro. That's a whole nother segment, but yeah, bro, I miss sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, man.
Chilling,
Isn't it
bro.
cool? I remember my dad had the big ass Suburban. I would sit like in the way far back.
Bro.
All the way
no
in the back.
seatbelt, just laying there.
Just sitting there, boy. Safe as can be.
On my phone
Safe as houses, man.
Chilling.
Just listening to Odd Future and shit. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Old Mac. You know?
Oh yeah, old Mac.
Yep.
Wiz was cool.
Exactly.
Still.
Ben State. No, Vic Mensa.
Ooh, Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
I love the internet tape, man.
Oh my God, bro. That's one of my favorite projects to this day.
I was saying, I think to Uche the other day, I was like, it's funny, if Vic Mensa had just kept making music like that, he'd be one of the biggest artists in the world right now.
I swear to God.
If he
decided
kept
he's just
making
gonna
internet
get
tape,
Southside.
just fucking sing. Just fucking sing. Isn't it a nice day?
Yeah,
You know what I
It
mean?
is. He fucked up by signing to such a weird record label for him.
Rock Nation, right?
Yes, that's
Oh
not.
yeah, that was. I remember that being like, why?
Like, yeah,
I don't know
go
a
to,
lot
like-
about you,
It
but
was odd.
man,
Go to Capitol, like go to Rapper, like go to Fool's Gold. Like you don't have to go to the Rock
Fool's Gold would have been great.
Nation. Yeah, Fool's Gold was one of my favorite because they had cool kids, bro. Like I love Fool's Gold. That's who I want to sign to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really care to sign to
All
like
for
the
Records would've
biggest
been good.
label. All for Records would have been fire. My man Sean Tom, shout out to him. He signed to All for Record.
Definitive Jux. That might be older.
What? That's a Sean Tom song?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Nah. I don't know who that is, but no, I think it was also meant for me to meet Jazz right before I met you.
probably.
Yep,
Yeah,
she's
that
one
seems
of-
about right.
Yeah, she's one of the missing pieces that was on my album I didn't know I needed. And we did a couple songs together. She's insane, bro. Insane talent. Yeah.
Very cool.
What was your reaction after my set?
Like I said, I knew that this guy was like somebody who genuinely found joy in what he did.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like you would, because like I said, we were all, sort of like, damn,
Right.
why I had to go that way.
Right.
But it was like to be put in a space where you would not allow us to keep feeling that way. Really speaks to like, okay, who we had on stage here. So I do appreciate you for
I
that.
fuck with that.
You know what
Thank
I mean?
you.
Like I'm not allowed to leave in a bad mood. I'm not allowed to be like, man,
Yeah, type
everything
shit.
sucks.
Nah.
Everything's terrible. I'm like, okay, let's just smoke and Jay go to bed.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna get your money's worth from me, bro.
Yeah, 100%,
For sure.
100%, man. This was before you performed though. The Chick-fil-A request. I loved it. Because Am told me that he's like, he read the comment. He's like, yeah, he's like, he wants us to get us like a meal, right? I'm just give him a meal. I was like, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
thank
it.
you.
Good play. That's the thing. Is it one? Because this is what I heard from like, what I'm saying, like other like, like rock stars, like big stars and stuff like that. And is this the case, or did you just want like food? I hear when like when writers have like something on like obscure on it, or like something kind of like out of here. It's because they want the promoter or whoever's throwing the show to read through the whole contract. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, well, if you didn't bring me this, or like, what I'm saying, whatever, you didn't provide this, like, what else didn't you provide? You know what I'm saying? You might not have read the whole contract. You know what I'm saying? Is that like the reason why?
It's a psychological marketing tactic in a sense. It's also, something I enjoy. But I heard other artists ask for like, let me get a bowl of M&Ms with
All
no green. Yeah, all green ones or no green. Shit like that. But stuff like that will automatically make sure that you are attentive. It's kind of what you're saying. Are attentive and make sure you understand what this artist is requesting, to understand that this artist isn't new to what he's doing.
Right.
To know this is something that has been done in the past for this artist. And it just puts you in a different mind frame to just know he understands negotiating.
Right.
Yeah, it's something that I've learned to do after being around other artists. Like I would have Zachary and the Scumbag Boys. He would used to ask them to get us a bag of chips and some queso.
Nice.
And a bottle of Henny.
Hey. That's nice. Yeah, go to work.
But when we got to the show, we would automatically stand out in terms of the attention that the cast and crew showed us versus like any other artist. I was just like, okay, I'll show up and perform.
That makes sense. Okay.
You know?
I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Was it weird the very first time you asked for it? You were just like, oh shit, they got it?
This was the first time.
Oh, was it? Sweet.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So sweet, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I did it. So this is I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't supposed to do the show. I'm contracted to do my only show this year before September is the September show.
Right.
That's going to be on the 25th. Brady was like, this is my manager. He's like, I want people to wonder what the fuck you're doing. Like, I want you to be at these shows. I want you to be at a lot of shows. People see your face.
Right.
People know you. You're still getting your notoriety, but don't perform everywhere in DC, because then you're like not the commodity that you want to be, because everyone can get it so easily.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because I can see both sides of that coin, though.
Exactly.
I can definitely see both
exactly. So he's like, unless it's worth it, unless they give you your asking price, it's okay to not do it, even if you think it's a big show, because the show you're going to do is going to stand out enough to the point where people are like, damn, he's been gone for 6 months. He hasn't performed, and this is his first show back.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, it's psychological, and that's why I love my team. Because I'm a genius in marketing, but like Brady's a whole nother level of genius in marketing, to the point I've watched people sign to AMG and they've been gone in the same week, because they just don't understand where he's coming from. They don't understand the level of marketing that he's coming from. They think he's just trying to change up their whole shit. But it's like, no, bro, he's trying to help you reach the goal you said you want to reach. You just don't know how to get there.
Bro, he spent money on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he doesn't want you to fail.
Right,
you know
exactly. He knows how to get. You said you wanted. That's the thing with Brady. You say you want to do this. He's gonna tell you what it takes to get there based on who you are. You may feel like you can do it the way someone else did it, but he's like, nah, based on who you are, that's how you can get there. And you could try to find another route, but that's a route I know that will work for you.
Right.
It's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah, and once you realize what the route's gonna be, you're like, fuck no, nah. I feel that.
And people are like, nah, I'm cool. But like with me, I'm like, okay, I trusted Brady with everything, and it's like got me to this point. And then I started out being like one of the artists he, just signed that he liked, but like I'm not gonna say the biggest artist on the label, but I'm definitely the most consistent artist on the label. I'm in that AMG bio.
Shit, that's the thing.
With all verified names but myself, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm hating on the kid, man.
That's the thing. I looked it up.
The DMV to shine, man.
Yeah, 'cause I looked it up. It's like you have to like show your ID or just like get like a what's it called, like your social and shit to get verified or whatever. It's not like a crazy hard process. I might do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I submit all the time, and
Or what do they tell you when they say no? Then
I haven't reached the criteria yet. But there's people with less criteria than I have.
Yeah.
So people pay for them, bro. Like people have Instagram plugs that work on the tech team. Like there's ways to do it, bro. But like I'm verified. Niggas know when they see me.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your verification.
They know. Right.
My face is a blue check.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. A lot of people got their blue checks and they show up and they like, hey, how you doing? Like so it's like, all right. Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. That's the thing. I definitely want a blue check. I definitely want a blue check because just to flex. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a subtle flex.
It's different. It's different.
It's a little different.
It's
flex.
Different. You're gonna get every follow back that you follow. Like it's
100% of the time.
It's price that come with it. I'd appreciate if it came, but at the same time, I'm gonna build my value to the point where niggas like, why the fuck don't he have a blue check yet?
Yeah, people were gonna
hit up Instagram.
Okay, yeah. No, we're back. What? Yeah, we just lost like 30 seconds. But
it's getting edited anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Evan's here for.
It's definitely what Evan's.
Thanks, Evan.
Oh hell yeah! Did the light go out? Oh yeah, that fucking light went out. But what was it? I was about to say something. That's what I want to do too. I want to get connected with like people on like teams and stuff like that, like social media shits. I want to do that so I can have some plugs. Just be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get these numbers up a little bit. Let's spread the attic a little bit more, huh?
Oh, you mean like people that can like comment group chats or?
Nah, this not like this cat works for Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This person like works on like the actual team at Twitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I got a couple people for IG, bro. We could talk.
Nah, yeah. Let's talk about.
Yeah,
that.
we could definitely talk.
We gotta get these numbers up. We got
a couple PR firms.
Nah, but hell yeah, man. Marc, bravo. Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem, man.
This was a great interview.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, indeed, man. Where can everybody find you? Creative House, everything, all the socials.
Cool. So I'm gonna flex a little bit. You can go to google.com. type in Marc Bravo.
It's gonna show up.
Marc with the C, MARC Bravo. Find everything you need. That's also my name on every social media platform. Artists out there, make sure your name is the same on every social media platform. It's like basic shit, like you know. So I'm gonna encourage y'all. I'm not gonna shame y'all.
I will
do that. And yeah, Marc Bravo on everything. Creative House DMV on everything. We have 20 million tags views on TikTok.
Oh,
so
okay, man.
Yeah, we're on TikTok. Creative House DMV. Whatever you need.
That's great, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
but
it.
Yeah, you already know who we are, man. Tommy Time, the River Warlord AM. You know what I'm saying? Coming back at you with another beautiful episode. Remember, guys, buy guns and land, and we'll catch you next time.